The Browns beat the Ravens to keep their playoff hopes alive, 13-3. It's still a big long shot. I'm not here smiling because of, oh, maybe the Browns can sneak in at the last second. No, I'm smiling because you want to know why? The Browns won and the Ravens lost. Like, do you need much more than that to have a good weekend? Anytime you can beat your division rival in any point in the season, you're going to be happy about it. Whether you're in the playoff mix, pushing for a division title or not, you can beat your division rival. I am all for it. So you know what? It's Ravens hate day, baby. Let's let this loss sting a little bit more for them. Before we look at any stats or highlights, get in the chat right now. F BAL for me. Now, 13-3, the final. Let's talk more about this game and the X's and O's of it. The defense. We have to start there. The best game of the season. They effectively pitched a shutout. Justin Tucker only made one field goal. He missed the next two. Deshaun Watson and the offense were the only team to score a touchdown. And going into the half 6-3, it felt like whichever team scores the next touchdown is going to win. And then Kurt Warner, in his Martian space jacket, stole the words from my mouth going into the third quarter. And that was the difference maker. An awesome drive from Deshaun Watson and company, capped off with a DPJ touchdown. And boom, Brownies knock off the Ravens, get to 6-8 on the year. And at this point, I'm here for two things. I'm here for wins, and I'm here for Deshaun Watson growth, right? Shedding the cobwebs, getting back to that NFL passing leader status in 2020. Watson, 18 for 27, a $161 and a score. Chubb on the ground, 18 carries. And in the fourth quarter, Kevin Stefanski, that's probably the next portion of this recap right now. Kevin Stefanski is definitely feeling some pressure right now from the dog pound. I thought he coached a good game today. I don't know if we all feel the same way. I don't think all of us are ever on the same page with KS. But I can say this. I respect that he in the fourth quarter recognized we need to run the football. Don't overthink this. Don't overcomplicate it. Give it to your all-pro running back and kill some clock. And that is exactly what he did. You didn't need Watson to go out there and throw it 50 times. No, I thought Kevin Stefanski had a much better game as a head coach compared to last week. The team as a whole, much better discipline. Sure, it wasn't a perfect performance when you only scored 13 points. If I told you before the game, Browns scored 13, you'd probably think they lose. But you know what? This was a gritty AFC North December win. Snow flurries coming down off of Lake Erie, and the Browns defense got the job done. We got a super chat coming in. This is being taped or recorded during our live watch party, so join us next week for the game. But Max with a $5 super chat. It seems as though Stefanski confirms his soft nature by always wearing the soft-looking elf. Are we about to get into Kevin Stefanski attire criticism? I think Stefanski's a pretty well-dressed head coach. How about this? He's not bottom half of NFL head coaches. Producer Patrick, who's the worst? I think Jeff Saturday's doing a pretty awful job so far. I mean, you blow a 33-point lead and you look pretty stupid doing it. I don't think Mike Tomlin dresses well.
Stefanski's also a top 5 looking coach in NFL.
Yeah, he's a pretty good looking fella. That jawline, the well-kept beard, couldn't be me. Max, thank you for the super chat. Chase Sr., how much to celebrate with the White Russian? What are you guys doing to celebrate the win right now? White Russian, an elite drink. Very underappreciated. We had our Chat Sports holiday party yesterday. I introduced them to some of my coworkers, and everyone came away from that trying to speak Russian. So, yeah, we'll have to get some White Russians out for sure. Now, we're going to get to more highlights and stats in just a second, but first I want to share with you all today's sponsor, Fetch. Today's Browns Report is brought to you by Fetch. Fetch is a super easy to use and free app that allows you to earn rewards on literally anything you buy. Scan any physical receipt or e-receipt and you will earn points for your purchases. And the process only takes seconds. You don't have to worry about where the receipt is from or what's on it. So let me show you how simple it is. All you do is open up the Fetch app, press the orange camera button, and snap a photo of your receipt. Then hit submit and you'll see that confetti pop showing you that you've earned more reward points. It's a simple process. You can also click the e-receipt function to get rewarded for your Amazon purchases or other online shopping by syncing your email account. You can then redeem those points for gift cards at Amazon, Starbucks, or any of the other hundreds of retailers and restaurants available on Fetch's app. Fetch is available on iPhone and Android. Use our link though, chatsports.com/fetch, and enter promo code CHAT at sign up for 5,000 bonus points when you scan your first receipt. That's the equivalent, by the way, of a free $5 gift card just to get started. It's a free app, and the 5,000 bonus points are only for a limited time. So get started right now. Chatsports.com/fetch. Enter promo code CHAT. All that information you need is in the comments and the description of today's show. So the Browns keep their playoff hopes alive, and now I ask you, so you're saying there's a path, right? So you're saying there's a chance. Do you actually believe the Browns can make the playoffs now? I, unfortunately, hate to be a rain cloud after a victory, but no, I don't. I think the Bengals loss and the Jets loss are going to be the two that haunt you the most, right? The Jets in its own right because you had a 99.9999% chance of winning, and the Bengals because it was all in front of you, meaning back against the wall, you knew what you had to do, and you probably played your most undisciplined game of football all year. But they are still alive. They are still in the hunt. So at least for another week, we get to enjoy seeing the Browns in the hunt graphic, which as a football fan, unless you're a fan of like the top 3 teams, that's really all you can ask for. Just to see your team on screen. So you can go, we just got to hop them. Like if you see your team on screen in December in the hunt graphic, that's top 5 feeling in the world right there. I mean, that is hard to pass up on. Some injury news really quickly, though. Jadeveon Clowney, he did exit the game. John Johnson also exited the game. It was a bummer, but the rest of this defense stepped up well, I thought. Alex Wright, and now Perrion Winfrey. Let's get to the Perrion Winfrey segment of the show. He had half a sack, at least I'm counting as half a sack, with Myles Garrett after Garrett had back-to-back sacks on the Ravens' last possession. Perrion Winfrey, dude, starting to kind of put it together, right? After a just tumultuous start to his NFL career, he missed a game because he got hurt riding a scooter into a pole. Just bonehead rookie mistakes, disciplinary issues, healthy scratches and whatnot. Hopefully he's starting to get the maturity element of being in the NFL down, and we can finally see the guy we were jumping up and down for in April when Andrew Berry got him in the 4th round. So, Perrion Winfrey, this is your part of the show. This is your segment of the show. Great to see him start to really come together down the stretch here. And if you're looking for moral victories, because I don't see this team squeaking into the playoffs, it's just like a 3% chance. Like, that's why. That's why. Not because they're not deserving or talented, because the odds are very, very much against them. I want to see Deshaun Watson and Kevin Stefanski continue to grow. Sure, a 13-point performance on offense isn't ideal. You did have 2 bad missed field goals, so you could make the case for, even if you just goes, Cade York goes 1 for 2, you get 16 points. Which, by the way, brings me to this. Cade York, what are we doing? Right? Is anyone else starting to get the panic button out a little bit? Is it still in the drawer for you? Because he's just a rookie. This was his first game home in December. First time learning what it's like to kick with the lake effect. The snow coming in, not great conditions. But that first miss was an atrocious shank. The second one, he just missed wide right by a good bit too. So I'm definitely lying if I'm saying I've got no concerns whatsoever. Because there is definitely a level of, hopefully he kind of figures this out. And it's just some rookie growing pains. But if there's one position that has the shortest leash in the NFL, it's got to be kicker, right? It's not like a corner who needs to learn how to run at NFL speed. Nothing's changed from college to the pros. You're still kicking the same football through the same uprights. So hopefully he can end the year on the high note, but Cade York definitely getting me a bit uneasy right now. We'll get to more kind of takeaways I've got from this win and whatnot in just a second. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and do so. We are so close to reaching 16,000 subscribers. Help us reach that milestone from today's video. And if you've already subscribed, share it to a friend. get them to join the channel as well. Kind of final thoughts and takeaways from this game, and I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your victory Saturday night. One, we have a stress-free Sunday. I mean, that's an elite feeling. When you win on Thursday night, you get to kind of sit back and watch Sunday and not be, stressed out, but strung out or anything like that. But Deshaun Watson, I saw him make improvements. I saw him make strides. The offensive line definitely still has a bit of a ways to go. Just something about Wyatt Teller. Doesn't feel like he is playing like the Wyatt Teller we've seen for so long. So I'm going to put that on my tickler file of revisit that. Check on that soon because I'm worried about Wyatt Teller. You have a playoff path. I'm not very uberly or overly optimistic. Is it obvious I've had some drinks to celebrate the win? Probably at this point now. I've invented a lot of new words during this post-game show. And then Myles Garrett in the defense. Best game of the season. So clap it up for them. That is our post-game show. Browns 13-3. Suck it, Baltimore.